Yo, what's up there, guys? Dr. Phil Honda. Today is episode 26 of NHL 14 BHM with the Boston Bruins. After that amazing playoff run and winning the Stanley Cup, and also in our AHL winning the Calder Cup, back-to-back NHL and AHL team winning the cup, the big cup. We are coming up to the draft, and we are thinking about the future of Boston and to continue on being a strong team. And for that, there's people that might have to go in this offseason. And I'm looking at one name that has been mentioned before, and that was sort of put aside due to other personal reasons. But that name is Loui Eriksson, and I'm not saying he has to go, but it's just a big question mark because if you look at him right now, his playoff performance was pretty poor. I know I showed it last episode, but we can go check it again. Loui Eriksson. We can go check him out right again. I know it's not a way to start an episode, but let's just check him out. Now we go. Oh, you know what? Before that, we'll check who boosted and who didn't boost. You know what? Okay, first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to sim up all the way to the mother effing prospect game. And we'll go on from there, and then we can go check who boosted, who did not boost, and we can go check whatever. So there we go. And before that, what we're going to do is we're going to do a staff upgrade, and we're going to go, can we do a staff upgrade? Pro Scout, Assistant Coach. I don't know. Should I save up medical staff and medical staff and amateur scout? Yeah, I think I'll save up. So here's my GM, my reputation, my GM tracker. So I am a veteran GM. I am almost a star GM, so you can go check that out. GM tasks, yeah, there we go. Reputation with some teams. Team ranking, we're first in the NHL, so that's good. Personal, there we go. Statistic, this season was the most wins that I had. Playoff, we won the cup. Out in the third round, did not qualify in first round. Less loss, and then the most points, the most goals for, and we got not the less goals against. So that's pretty good. Team stats, there we go. And then we got the team stats playoff. Okay, there we go. Okay. So now what I was talking about, Loui Eriksson, and we can go check out. We'll just go right here, and we'll just go right before the draft, so I don't care. So we'll just, yeah, there we go. Okay, we can see who retires. There's a lot of distractions right now, so let's go check out who retires. Anaheim, there we go. Radim Vibrata. Okay, so no one in Boston. I was hoping Chris Kelly to retire. Well, I wasn't hoping, but I was thinking about Chris Kelly retiring, so it looks like another year for him. Marin Hossa retired. Who else retired? Brian Campbell retired. Brendan Moore retired. Mike Ribeiro, Marty Havlat, Pascal Dupree. Zdeno Chara finally decided to retire after that, 4 years ago when he got traded. So he decided to retire at 40 years old. Joe Thornton decided to retire. And then, yeah, you got some typical guys right there. Okay, so wow, Chara decided to retire 4 years after I traded him, even though I traded him because he was going to retire. So I don't care about this right here. It doesn't really affect me right now. I want first round and second round. And like I said, what I was thinking for this upcoming draft, this one guy in particular, Loui Eriksson, he's had a pretty rough offseason. And if I can go look at it, god damn it. I know he boosted up to an 86, which is, it's good for that guy, but his potential is still 4.5 stars. His trade value, it's there for a while before he actually starts going downhill. His age is 31, so he's not going to get any better. So for me, it's either, if I look at next year, I got all these upcoming rookies that are coming up to the NHL. I'm looking at him probably playing on that third line, if I look at it right now. So I can maybe trade him for someone that's better or a draftee. But whatever, so we can go there. And for my, let's see, so that's pretty much it that I want to trade. And I was thinking about maybe trading my first round. If I'm not mistaken, I got 2 first rounds this year. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there we go. Got Boston. I got the Tampa Bay first round, which was from that Milan Lucic trade that we traded him. So that's good. I don't know where Boston or where Tampa Bay landed this year. So I'm just go Boston, and then we're gonna go Tampa Bay. If I'm not mistaken, Tampa did not make the playoffs this year. I think they didn't make the playoffs. So we should be at least in that top 15. Yeah. Okay, so their trade value is pretty up, so we should be at least in that top 15. And if so, we could maybe trade up for that top 10 pick, or if I think about it, maybe get those two draft positions and get more. What we say? More depth into the team instead of getting another stud. Because we have Connor McDavid, we got Sam Reinhart, so why would we need another stud? I'll just put us into some salary cap problems. So that's what I'm thinking. Maybe just get some depth into the team. So if we go prospect game, we'll see who's up there. Okay, so before we're gonna go check out who the hell is rated. So Ruslan Gagaretov, Pete Glenn, Joffrey Butler, and then let's go check out what about that goalie was rated pretty damn high. Victor Lombardi. Okay, so I'm just go. If I can remember those names, that'd be pretty good. So if I'm not mistaken, Pete Glenn last episode what we checked out was pretty high upgraded, or was pretty high rated. Okay, no, he's not. Let's go check some. Ooh, this Andrew Holloway guy, 71 overall. But he just looks like his discipline's not the greatest. Who else? Ooh, this Daniel Walsh guy also. Defense, that's good. Dean Wilm, that's another guy. 70 overall. With like a couple 70 overalls. What about goalies? And Earl Stewart, no, so no one good for goalies. What about the white team? Ooh, look at this Joffrey Butler guy. Okay, he's got 2 assists and 2 points. Wow, okay, that's good for him. 76 overall, so he's pretty much NHL ready as of next season. What about... there we go. No one else. Pretty much, okay, so no one else. We got some couple 70 overalls. And then, okay, it looks like he didn't play in the prospect games. So we got a couple 70 overalls, and now if we can get lucky, we'll get a 70 overall. But yeah, so this episode, we'll do the draft, do the re-signing stage, and then we'll go check out the free agency. But for me, I was thinking about not trading up for that top 10 position and just maybe, getting some depth onto the team. So there we go. We'll go begin NHL draft. We'll see where we stand with the Tampa thing. Okay, so Tampa looks like they landed 11th, so that makes it much better. But for me, if I want to think about it, maybe I want to find a team that has 2 first-round positions, and then we can maybe go downgrade so we can get more depth on our team. So that's what I'm trying to do. So no. Do we have any trading offers? Yes, we do. From Buffalo, are they calling? They want Louis Eriksson, obviously. Louis Eriksson for 2 first-rounders. No. Okay, proposed trade. I was thinking, is there a team that has 2 first rounds? No, not Anaheim, not Buffalo. Calgary, no. Carolina, no. Chicago, no. No. Okay, Dallas has 2 first rounds, but they're too high risk to get. Detroit, no. I'm just going through this really quick, see if I can downgrade to get more, first rounders instead. Okay, it looks like New Jersey has something. Wow, they got 3 first rounds. That's good for them. 26 at 12th. If I go 12th and a 26 for my 11th, will they go through? It could barely get. Yeah, it could go through. If I look at it, it could go through if I add in a second rounder, which I have 2 of them. I could add it and get 3 first round guys, but I don't know. I like the 11th overall, so we can get someone that's not, that's not a superstar, but that could potentially be a maybe second liner, third liner guy. So we're gonna go check. New Jersey's in my mind. New York Islanders. Wow. Okay, though they have that. They have the perfect. Yeah, they do have the perfect one to get 16 and 21 overall, but they don't want to trade it. So that could pretty much. It's high value. I can tell you that right now. It's a lot of value. But no, so it's a lot to think of right now. Like I'm thinking maybe about screw it, and then we'll just keep it together. We'll keep our 11th overall. We'll get someone that's that's mid second line, third liner guy, or we hope we get. And then we could. I'm gonna go check Milan Lucic. and then we can, you know, go from there. Okay, so forwards, Milan Lucic, is he there? Milan Lucic, 88, so it looks like he developed really well. Look at Tampa Bay. Look at 9 overall, Jonathan Drouin. Steven Stamkos on that $11 million contract, and then Nikita Kucherov, which is making more than Jonathan Drouin, which I don't know how the hell that's happening, but Nikita Kucherov is like 4.5 stars. Yeah, green. Look at that. 98 defensive awareness. Wow, that guy's a killer. Maybe should have traded for him, eh? Okay, so do they have any draft picks? Nope. Vancouver, nope. Washington, no, and then Winnipeg. Okay, so was the New York Islanders, and then we had the New Jersey Devils. So you know what? I'm gonna keep my my first rounders, my first and my 30th, and then we'll go on. You know what? We're gonna go one quick trade with New Jersey. Where's New Jersey? New Jersey Devils. Should I 12th overall? New York Islanders. New York Islanders. I can upgrade my 30th. I can upgrade this for, let's just say I add a second rounder. Add Calgary second rounder. Will it go through? No, it won't. It won't go through. Okay, so you know what? Forget. I'm just gonna keep my 11th and my 30th overall, and then we can go from there. Okay, so it looks like New Jersey Devils drafted Joffrey Butler, that big bad boy himself, the NHL ready. Boston Bruins, who are they going to draft? They're going to draft Nicholas Gutterson, Andrew Holloway, Maurice Biron, Gabriel Breach, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so it looks like there's no guys left in the top 10. So we're going to have to defensive defenseman or a playmaker. Do we need playmakers? Yeah, we do need playmakers. Sniper, don't need him if he's not the greatest. Two-way defender, Gabriel Beach, no. Enforcer, don't need that on my team. No two-way defender. Yeah, you know what? Nicholas Gutterson was going to be on my team. Even though his height's not the greatest, he still needs some development. But playmaker, he's probably going to be... We'll see what he is. He's pretty much... Let's check his... he hasn't been scouted yet. It's a high risk for him. I could draft this Andrew Holloway, which is a guaranteed 3.5-star guy, but I'm going to take my risk with Nicholas Gutterson. We'll see what he is. Okay, so now we can go 30th overall. Okay, so there we go. Let's see who we can get. Seth Higgins, which is from North Korea. Wow, okay. Austin Taylor, this is an enforcer. Nelson Kemp, Ray Shlemenko. Kurt Reed. You know what? I'm gonna take the risk on that North Korean guy. North Korean guy that's gonna play in the NHL. I haven't seen that since, I don't know, the 90s. Like, if I'm not mistaken, North Korean guy that played in the NHL, or someone that's Chinese that's played in the NHL. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take this risk at that Seth Higgins guy. 2.5 stars yellow, but that's just a prediction. So you know what? We're gonna risk him, man. We're a two-way forward. You know what? That's another forward. We could have drafted this enforcer. No, or is it defense? We could draft this Kelly Komachi guy from Canada, but you know what? I'm gonna take the risk at this Seth Higgins guy. Even though he doesn't sound North Korean, but you know he's North Korean. Even though Seth Higgins doesn't sound nowhere near North Korean. So second round, we could trade up for the second round. We could trade our 2 second rounds for maybe that top 5 pick in the second round. So yeah, aiming at Phoenix, Detroit, at that spot, see what we get. And no teams have decided to trade. No trade offers. No, I don't want to do that. We'll go check Phoenix. You can get top 5 in the second round. Phoenix. There we go. Phoenix. Their second rounder for, let's just say, my second round. And then Calgary's second round. Will it go through? I'm pretty sure this will go through. Let's just see. Who was before? Was it Minnesota? How about Minnesota? How much is their second round worth to them? Minnesota. How much is their second round worth to them? Minnesota, 33rd overall. That's not pretty much. 33rd overall. Let's just see. Will it go through? Yeah, will it go through? I'm pretty sure it will go through. Will it go through? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we got the 33rd overall. This is pretty much in top 3 in the second round. So yeah, New Jersey. Yeah, there we go. There goes us right there. We traded. Let's see if we can get a defense. Two-way forward, offensive defenseman, 6'4". It looks like he's pretty much defensive defenseman. Who do I have? Okay, so we got Pietrangelo, Doug Hamilton, two-way defenders. Then we got Danny Takisa, offensive. Joe Moore, two-way defender. And we only have Ratko's Gudas for defensive defenseman. So you know what? I'm gonna take this a shot at Kelly Komashi guy. Kelly Komashi, welcome to the NHL. And for goalies, I don't know. I didn't check any goalies because I don't need any goalies. I got Malcolm Subban, I got John Gibson, Ben Bishop is still freaking amazing. So I don't need to check goalies for now. Okay, so now we're at the 3rd round. We're 30th overall. We could trade up and maybe get... You know what? I want to try and get as much depth as I can on my team with at least some star potentials. I don't... For later rounds in this game, it's not worth it. It's not like the NHL where a 7th round guy could actually play in the NHL, aka Andres Palat. But in this game, 7th overall or 7th round isn't the greatest. So I could trade up New Jersey, Dallas. You know what? Get the first New Jersey, Dallas. You know what? I'll go with New Jersey. See what their 3rd rounder is worth. New Jersey. There we go. New Jersey 3rd round. There we go, right here. And then let's just see. Well, 3rd round, a 4th rounder. Will they go through? No. Okay, so New Jersey is pretty much picky. We'll trade it. We'll trade our 2 for our. We'll trade our 2 4th rounders. New Jersey. Let's just see. 3rd for a 3rd and 2 4th. No, we got a 4th and a 5th. Will it go through? No. Wow, New Jersey, you guys are bitches, man. Come on. Damn it, New Jersey. Really, do you really want to piss me off at this time? Damn it, New Jersey. 3rd rounder for 3rd, 4th, a 5th, and a 6th. No, and a 7th. I want someone at least. Let's see. Will it go through? There we go. Okay. Finally, New Jersey. Like I said, later rounds aren't the greatest in this game, so we can get someone in the 3rd round. We'll see who's left. A defensive and a grinder. Ooh, a grinder centerman. Wow, I haven't seen him in a while. A grinder. I haven't seen something like that. Enforcer, I don't need on my team, even though it'd be great to get, but still, sniper. Like, the thing is, like, okay, my mini rant on snipers. If a sniper isn't in the top 10 in the 1st round, then he's likely not going to be the greatest. A sniper, he's usually like a guy like Jonathan Drouin, a sniper. That's a guy that you want to aim at. If a sniper isn't the greatest, like if he's not in the top 10s or in the he isn't like rated good, then he's not worth it. So that's why I aim away from snipers. The only time I think about getting snipers is when I'm in the top 5 and he's rated really good. So I want to get grinder. Let's see. I got a lot of forwards. That's the thing. Like I'm looking away at forwards right now because it's forwards. Can I get another defenseman? Has he been scouted? Yeah, there we go. Okay, he's been scouted. So it looks like it's pretty much set in stone at the AHL for now. Puck skills, shooting. I know it's not fair. It's fairly accurate, but look like his skating is pretty damn good for a defenseman. But how about a grinder? Has he been scouted yet? No, he hasn't. So it's either I gamble my money on this Kent Quick guy, or I can get this Cameron Somoliski guy, which is pretty good for defenseman. So you know what? I'm just gonna stack up on defenseman, or just defenseman. So there we go. Just quick sim right now. There we go. We'll try and get as much depth as we can get on our team. Okay, so there we go. Just quick sim from now on. We'll go in our 6th round. Then we can go from there. We can just draft some random guy. Quick sim. There we go. There's 6th round 30. So there we go. There we go. No one wants to trade on our team, so we can go right here. And from now on, we're just going to draft a little goalie, which is going to call Mikhail Senjai. Put my money on him, even though he's probably not going to be anywhere near the NHL. I don't know why I did that right there. Okay, so there we go. And we are finished the draft. We're going to go check out 19 minutes in the video. We have time to do the re-signing stage. If not, then we'll do it next episode. Okay, so NHL entry draft. Minnesota, New Jersey, Dallas, and Philadelphia. And then, yeah, okay, P. Glenn. Then we'll go check out our players. Okay. Okay, so let's just go all the way here. We'll try and re-sign these guys within 10 minutes. Well, no, we don't have any, a lot of guys to re-sign, so that's what makes it better. 6 skaters, so it's okay, so it's not the greatest. Okay, so let's go check. So was it, let's see what guys we got. Oh, so Sam Reinhart upgraded to an 80 overall. I hope he upgrades more. Connor McDavid, 74. Oh, God. Joe Moore got to resign. He's not hitting that 80 overall yet, but it's pretty close. Seth Griffith. Hope he upgrades. Palat. And then who we get? This Nicholas Gutterson guy. Well, he's definitely getting a contract. 3.5 star. He isn't the greatest. Yeah, he's pretty much, yeah, he could potentially be NHL ready. Like, soon enough. And then other guy that we got, okay. Oh, Seth Higgins, damn it, 70 overall, nice. I'm definitely giving a contract to that guy. And then Kelly Komashi, I think this guy that was drafted in the second round, right? Yeah, second round. And then what about our other guy that we drafted? This Cameron Somolinsky guy that we drafted in the third round. Yeah, we did. Okay, so not the greatest, wasn't the, still a pretty good pick for a third rounder. And then we got some typical guys. Okay, so overall, what about that goalie I drafted? Oh yeah, 1 star, entry-level contract, you're going to him. I'm definitely giving an entry-level contract, eh? Definitely. And I'm just joking. So what did I get? So Dallas was one of them. Okay, if I can get it, Dallas was one of them. Victor Lombardi, wow. Okay, so that was a pretty good pick by Dallas. Was it the other guy was New Jersey, if I'm not mistaken? New York Islanders, New Jersey Devils. Who did they pick? They picked a skater, I think. Wow, Joffrey Butler. Yeah, they got their hands on Joffrey Butler. Wow. Good pick by New Jersey. Good pick. And then we got Minnesota. Now, Philadelphia was the next guy. Who did they get? Who did they get? They got the goalie? Yeah, I think they got the goalie. Yeah, they did get the goalie. And what about, what's our last guy? Last guy was Minnesota. I skipped Minnesota. I don't know why I skipped them. Minnesota got, who did they get? They got this, yeah, they got the first overall. And this Ruslan getting right up guy. So pretty much was a bust for them. It was a bust. He's probably going to develop better than other players, but his potential is not the greatest. Okay, so 6'9", 229 pounds. That's pretty good for a guy. Okay, so now let's re-sign some guys. I guess so. Overall, our draft was the greatest. What I was talking about getting depth is because I don't need any more stars. You got Sam Reinhart, you got Connor McDavid, which are probably going to develop better, or they're going to develop into really good players. And with good players, that means you're going to be flipping out cash in your pocket like there's no damn tomorrow. So what I'm talking about is if I can get some depth, they're going to get players that are probably going to be ready for the NHL, or whenever they're going to be ready for the NHL, they're probably going to be like third liners, second liners, like top 6 defensemen, and then they're not going to want that much money. So that's why I want more depth than superstar on my team. So contracts, who do we have to resign that's deadly? If I look on my team right now, who do I have to resign that I have deadly? So next year, how much money do I have? At 23 mil, but who would I have to resign that it's deadly? Okay, so this Dave Bolland. Dave Bolland's a little question mark on my book right now. Palat, you're getting a re-sign for sure. I like you. So 2 years, 2 mil. Is he going to develop? Is he going to jump? No, it looks like he's not going to jump up anytime soon. I could lock him down 8 years and it wouldn't hurt me for shit. So we're going to, his potential's done as of next year. He's probably going to stay a third liner for pretty much his life. Even though in the real NHL, he's a first liner guy. So we're just going to lock him down at 4 years till he's 30. It's like his money doesn't change. It only goes up by what, 50 grand. So 4 years at, let's just say 1 point. I can go 5 years. You know what? 4 years at 1.9. Yeah, 4 years at 1.9 is gonna be good for this guy. Like we're gonna lock him down to a third liner contract. So we go 4 years. There we go. Palat, I like you. And then Dwight King. Oh man, next year I'm definitely re-signing Dwight King, man. He's worth it. Another question mark that I was talking about, Troy Bauer, I don't need anymore. Troy Bauer, you out here. I don't like for real. I don't need him. I really don't need him anymore. Another question mark I was thinking is who's gonna be my captain? Like yes, Patrice Bergeron. Like I was thinking about maybe keeping Patrice Bergeron as a captain because he's a veteran. He's leading the team, even though like he does put up points. Yeah, he does put up points. Like playoffs, even though he wasn't showing up in the playoffs, but still, he does put up points. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna keep him my captain. But for my 2 assistants, like I was thinking about maybe like David Krejci, he's gonna be my assistant, my first assistant, And then I was thinking maybe Carl Hagelin maybe be my second assistant. Either Carl Hagelin or a guy like maybe Gudas to be the assistant, or Pietrangelo. But I'm aiming more at Carl Hagelin being assistant. I know Sam Reinhart, he's too young to be assistant yet. So I think it may be Carl Hagelin being an assistant, because he's had a really good playoff performance. And he had a really good season also. And if he does what he did last year this season, then we're going to re-sign him. Because his contract ends next year. Yeah, his contract ends next year. So, okay, who else do I have to resign? Dave Bolin, another question mark. Palat, I already did. Chris Kelly, another Chris Kelly, I could sign. Maybe just like Chris Kelly, if you look at him, if you put your hands on the screen, and if you cover everything except defense, yeah, it's pretty much, that's what you're aiming for. It's defense. Like, face-offs are great, defensive awareness is great, but his potential isn't the greatest. Like, I could sign him another year at, like, the lowest amount of money that I can, like 1 year. Like, he's bound to retire anytime soon. And if I take him away right now, like, it's veteranship. I know it's like, all that Chris Kelly is veteranship and defense. That's why I want to re-sign him. But let's, like, he could be a healthy scratch anytime. But if I have enough money, I'll re-sign him 1 year. Joe Moore is going to get that big boy contract. Not a big boy contract, but... Okay, so 1 more year at 2 ways. Okay, as of next year, he's going to jump for sure. There we go. If you go right here, he's going to jump. He's going to keep jumping. So if I can go now, you know, if I go 1 year, it's too much. Or if I go 2 years, it's too much. So let's go 1 year at 2 ways. So we're going to lock him down at 900K. 900K, there we go. So 1 more year with Joe Moore. He might be NHL ready this year. And then Suster. Okay, so Seth Griffith. He's not ready yet. Torrey Krug is going to get a contract. And then, okay, so who else is... Okay, so no one the greatest. What about defense? Defense, Joe Moore already did resign. And then, so no one else that's really... Okay, so no one that's really like a big star. So we're just going to go up 1 day. We'll see if the players accepted it. I'm pretty sure they will accept it. Like, there's no reason why they won't accept it. Yes, sir, and yes, sir. So we're down to 11 mil. What about goalies? Goalies, I'm pretty sure we're locked down pretty good. Ben Bishop, we're locked down forever. So I'm glad I locked him down, man. I'm really glad I did. Senberg, going to be starting goaltender in our AHL. We're going to lock you down 3 years because I like him. I like him being in the AHL. Lock him at, let's just say, 900K. 900K, 2-way contract. That's good. Nice. Malcolm Subban, still good. And what about, okay, so now we go at our, now we're going to go look every category, every single category. Okay, so Patrice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, question mark, 7, 8, whoa. What the hell? Okay, 1, 2, 3, okay, so, okay. Ooh, Sam Reinhart upgraded by 1. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Colin Greening. Or you know what? If I don't sign Dave Bolin, because Dave Bolin, all I'm using him for is his physical and defensive category. And does he have good seasons? It's okay for a third liner guy, but playoff he wasn't really there. But if you know what? If I don't sign Dave Bolin, I'm gonna take my shot at the free agency pool. So I'm just going to go look, and so pretty much the NHL, we're ready. Chris Kelly's another question mark. You know what? I really do want to sign him just for depth. So Gutterson, obviously, we're going to resign you. 3 years. We're going to go sign 3 years. He's been really good for us. 3 years, there we go. Video's getting pretty damn long. Fallstrom, we're going to resign for another, let's say 3 years at, let's say 700. Here we go. And then Camper's been good to us. So Camper, you're going to go at 2 years at, let's just say 650. Okay, so Tyler Randall, we're going to resign him because of a grinder. We're going to sign him 2 years. Well, 3. His money doesn't change, so might as well give him a 2-year contract at 650. And then Flick, should I give Flick another chance? He has a really good physical category. We're just gonna go up one day. Like, I don't know how much spots I have left on my team. And then we can re-sign some players. Yes, 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 and yes. Okay. Okay, how much spots I have left on my team? I got 11 mil. I got 37 players under contract, so I got a lot of spots to fill out. And that means, like, for defense, do I have anyone for defense? For defense, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 typical players, and then obviously question mark for Joe Morrow. Suster, gonna give him another contract. He wants one way. I'll give him one way at 2 years at 1 mil. Pretty much it'll be 900K for this guy. 900K. There we go. It might not. He might not be playing in the NHL, but still, he's still in top 2 for AHL. He's always a replacement for the NHL when there's injuries. Torrey Krug, 3 years. Like this guy, so 3 years at 800K. There we go. And then we're going to go sign Tommy Cross. So if I go look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I got a lot of AHL guys. Offensive defenseman, two-way defender, Tommy Cross. Yeah, Tommy Cross, I'll resign. He's a minor top 2. If I go with Tommy Cross or Kevin Miller. Physical category, it's great. Okay, so he's got a okay. Tommy Cross. You're gonna resign this guy right here, and we'll go look at 2 years at. There we go. Perfect for this guy, and then we'll resign this guy also, Kevin Miller. Yes, there we go. So I'm just doing the resigning stage really quick. David Warosovsky. We'll go look at him. There we go. And then we're going to go sim up one day. Olivier Leblanc. You know what? I'll just... Okay, so these guys are gone. I'm going to go up one day. Go up one day and just get our stuff together. We'll see who the hell we have to resign. Yes. Ooh, Suster started to reject my contract. Suster didn't give him a contract 1. We're getting him 2 years at just this. Okay, this should be good for him. Okay, so who do I have to resign? A lot of kids. Olivier Leblanc guy, I don't need him. Who else? Like, I'm trying to think of next year about the money. So that's why I'm really like if I look at next year, I got what, 21 million. So I have to watch out this year who I get. So Kamashi or Salamiski. Kamashi has a better potential. So I'm going to give him his entry-level contract right now. Yeah, entry-level contract for this guy. Yeah, entry-level contract. There we go. Give Kelly Komashi entry-level contract. And forwards, Dave Bolin, another question mark. Chris Kelly, question mark. Who else do I have to resign? Okay, if I go look, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, Seth Higgins, look at him, an entry-level contract. He's going to want a shit ton of money, so that's good for him. There we go, where it's video's getting a little bit too long. Celery guy, going to resign. 3 years at 50, there we go. Rob Flick, I already have another grinder, so I'm just going to release to free agency. And then we have a lot of guys in AHL. Seth Higgins already gave him his contract. Celery can resign. Camarade, and then Gutterson, I give him an entry-level contract also. There we go, okay. And then all these guys, we're just going to clear a space, okay. This video is getting a little bit too long. I'm sorry about that, guys. I just want to get this done. We can go check at the free agency after we're done. So there we go, okay. Okay, so how much spots do we have left on our team? We got 2 more days, so there we go. Ooh. Yes, and yes, okay. 46, we got 3 more spots left on the team. So I'm going to think about maybe, so we have any more players to resign. Chris Kelly and Dave Bolin. Dave Bolin, No, Dave Bolland's going to go to free agency. We're going to get rid of him. And Chris Kelly, I know his potential is not the greatest, but I use him for his defensive awareness, or his defensive category, which is faceoffs and defensive awareness. Other than that, he's there for depth, he's there for veteranship, and he's there to lead our young guys. So Chris Kelly, one more year with him. I know he's not the greatest, but still, he's still somewhat productive. Like, I like him for his faceoffs. 90 faceoff is really good. So use him just for his faceoffs. You don't use him for goals. You don't use him for assists. You don't use him for points. You don't use him for power play. It's pretty much a second penalty kill guy and a faceoff guy. So pretty much it's going to be, we're just going to get 1.4. We're just going to make sure we get him. 1.4 for 1 year. One more year for Chris Kelly, then that's about it. So next day, Chris Kelly might as well accept the contract. Come on there, Chris Kelly. There we go. So we're at 10 mil going to the free agency. We're going to spend a lot of money, probably. So next year, who do we have to resign? If I go look, big names, Joe Morrow, Sam Reinhart. Yeah, Sam Reinhart, a lot of money. So there we go. Okay, so one more day, free agency. If I can go check one more time, what do we need? Okay, so we have players. No. Okay, what about goalies? I'm gonna go check really quick. Simon Bergeron, bye-bye. Okay, so we're good. So now let's go check the free agency. There we go, free agency. Who is in the free agency that we can maybe get on our team? My team's pretty much set and done. It's just we get more players for depth. That'd be pretty good. So shooting ball, we'll do that next episode. So who do we get? Looks like not a lot of players in the free agency. Cody Francis, like Tonga, and Kadri. Toronto's let him go, eh? But yeah, he wants a lot of money. Jeff Schultz, Dave Bolland, Zach Smith would be a nice guy to get. Okay, so not a lot of big names. Nazem Kadri is probably the closest to a big name. But potential-wise, yeah, Nazem Kadri, and then you got some other guys. What about goalies? Okay, Jason De Silva, and then we got overall Jonathan Bernier. Okay, so pretty much I'm done the episode. For next episode, maybe recommend me free agency. Like, I'm thinking about, I don't know who I want to get yet, but recommendations will be good to get. So if you guys remember, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time. So bye bye.